watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thanks for joining us for this Monday afternoon on DC News Now at 4. I'm Ben Dennis in for Mark and Annalisa. Developing right now, police in Prince George's County are investigating a shooting that locked down schools this afternoon in the Spring Hill Court area of Greenbelt. That's where our Yamari Sase joins us live. Yamari, several schools were on lockdown. They have been lifted. What else can you tell us at this hour?
Yeah, so this entire area in here in Greenbelt near Spring Hill Court was actually blocked off. Police actually just removed the police tape. It seems like the incident happened just around this area. Police were out here investigating, and they're actually still out here. You can see them over here on this side of the road. They have a dog out here trying to piece together exactly how this incident took place. Now, what we know so far is that one person has been taken into the hospital for this shooting. We don't have too many details at the moment, but we are working to get that information for you. Now, when I arrived on the scene, Greenbelt Middle School they were let out today, and as I was walking, you saw a lot of students walking around the area, some of them walking right now to get home, so that lockdown has been lifted for some time now, but we will continue to keep you updated as we learn more about this shooting investigation. For now, reporting in Greenbelt, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Yamari. Plenty to cover there. Also, plenty to cover with the weather. There is a crisp, cold air coming in tomorrow. A beautiful shot of the National Cathedral. That wind chill is going to be quite the story tomorrow. Damon Matson joining us live right now. And you've got a look at the wind speed right now. It's going to be a day to bundle up indeed.
Oh, indeed, Ben. Yeah, we already have that wind kicking up out there this evening. That live shot there of the National Cathedral could be a little bit deceiving because we're already feeling that chill. Here we go. The wind speeds, again, they're not the highest we've ever seen them, but breezy enough. 10 to 20 mile per hour wind speeds can be expected out there from now through the rest of the evening here. And then as we go into the night, well, some of those wind gusts are expected to become a lot more common as those pick up going into early on your Tuesday morning. We have a wind advisory only for Garrett County, Maryland here, where the highest gusts of 50 miles per hour can be expected later on tonight. But despite the rest of the DMV not being in a wind advisory, we're still going to see things get just as blustery, at least with those gusts exceeding 30 miles per hour. And there's that look. Current temperatures, we have quite a wide spread across the region. Low 50s to the south, but the large majority of us here are already in the upper 30s to mid 40s. And when you factor in the wind, well, that wind chill factor is already showing up, especially across western Maryland into West Virginia. And soon enough, we will all start to feel that wind chill factor as we go more and more into the night here. Temperatures will tumble and that wind will start to pick up. And there you have it, 8, 9 o'clock. We're already down toward freezing, and it only gets colder from there. So just how low will those wind chill values get by early tomorrow morning, and how long does this cold stick around? We'll have a full check of your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
How low will it go? Thank you, Damon. Meantime, Mayor Muriel Bowser has activated the district's hypothermia alert as we get ready for several days of potential below freezing temperatures. DC emergency management officials are urging folks to stay inside if you can. If you have to go outdoors, bundle up properly and check on your neighbors, especially the elderly or those who have disabilities. You can always call 311 or the district shelter hotline to request help for those experiencing homelessness. And in Montgomery County right now, police are searching for at least one person who shot a man and came at him with a machete. And like the incident in Greenbelt, several nearby schools had to shelter in place. This happened in the Montgomery Village neighborhood. That's where our Randy Bass is standing by right now. Randy, good afternoon. What have you learned from authorities there?
Yeah, Ben, all happened earlier today, right before noon. Here along Lost Knife Circle, authorities telling us a man was shot and hit in the head with a machete. This neighborhood, though, no stranger to gun violence. Police telling us it all happened this morning, though, right before noon. The victim in this case is expected to be okay. Police set up a perimeter to try and catch the suspect, but didn't find them. 6 schools were also put into shelter-in-place mode during the early hours of the investigation. MCPS says Watkins Mill High School, Montgomery Village Middle School, Watkins Mill, Steadwick, Whetstone, and South Lake Elementary Schools were all back to regular operations by the end of the day today. Right now, we are working to try and get back in touch with police to learn more about the victim and the suspect, whether, they were known to each other and what the circumstances were surrounding the shooting. And again, I guess just said a few moments ago, this neighborhood, no stranger to gun violence. We were back here on this block not long ago, a couple of weeks ago, for a double shooting in which one of those men died. Police, though, did make an arrest in that case last week. Of course, this story is still very much developing in the early hours of this investigation, and we'll bring you more details as we get them. Live in Montgomery Village, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Thanks to Randy. Staying in Maryland and in Prince George's County, 4 roommates are suing police for $16 million, accusing them of an illegal home invasion and purposefully shooting a family dog. DC News Now's Dave Laval talked to the roommates. He's in Upper Marlboro. Dave, bring us up to speed.
Good afternoon to you, Ben. We are about to show some video of what happened back on June 2nd, 2021. We first want to warn you, you may find some of the video disturbing. The tenants and their lawyers say the 3 officers involved violated the tenants' constitutional rights when they entered the apartment. Cell phone video captured the moments police shot the dog Hennessy shortly after they went inside the apartment in Landover Hills. Police responded to a complaint the dog bit someone. Lawyers for the friends who lived there also released body cam footage of the incident. It shows police used a key from a maintenance worker at the complex to get inside the apartment. Lawyers claim the officers violated the tenant's Fourth Amendment rights. For Erica Umana, who owned the dog, it's also about seeking justice for her pet.
I would not wish the pain and terror and the emotional suffering we are going through on my worst enemy. I will never forget what happened to us and Henny, and it plays back in my mind every day. The physical, mental, and verbal abuse we had to go through was just despicable.
The lawsuit also seeks to have the police department put under federal supervision again, along with improved training programs for the officers. We're live in Upper Marlboro. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, before we let you go, what did Prince George's police have to say about this lawsuit?
Well, up till now, they have yet to respond to our request to comment on today's action.
Dave Laval, thank you, in Prince George's County. Meantime, on the tail end of one of the busiest travel weekends of the year, TSA says that they just broke their own records for plane passengers. They say nearly 3 million people passed through security checkpoints just yesterday. That's the highest daily total ever. That's also despite some pretty nasty weather across the Midwest that caused nearly 1,000 delays just yesterday. And as families across the DMV struggle to find and pay for childcare, a nonprofit in Northern Virginia comes to the rescue. The Arc of Loudoun Open Door Preschool serves young learners, including those with disabilities. As Haley Milon reports, families say it's an experience in which everybody wins.
You see the classroom and how he's greeted by his teachers. He's just ready to go and happy to hop in the classroom and play and learn.
4-year-old Gabe is Kathleen Timothy's third son to go through the Open Door Learning Center, a preschool in Leesburg serving both typically developing children and children with developmental delays.
I have seen many parents come in who have been struggling to find help for their children. And then once they get here, you see them breathing a sigh of relief.
For Kathleen's children, learning alongside kids with disabilities has fostered in them a sense of empathy.
From their experience here, they've really just learned how to look out for others.
Arc of Loudoun CEO Lisa Campbell says the program cultivates kindness.
They learn to ask who needs what, how can I assist, what might be helpful for you, and they learn to understand that people think differently.
85% of Virginians can't afford childcare, according to a state report released last month. And as federal relief dollars flood state coffers, less than half of childcare centers accept the subsidies. Open Door Learning Center is one of them.
We also have opportunities to be able to scholarship or assist some of our families on our own.
While the program is affordable, school, Kathleen says the experience is priceless.
I feel good leaving because I know he's in a good place and he's going to be loved as much as I love him.
In Loudoun County, Haley Mylon, DC News Now.